Yeah.
Got it.
All right. Amber Spears is a global leader, a keynote speaker. Clearly, she's also a friend, highly sought after consultant, and one of the top leaders in the world in affiliate and partnerships. Amber is a two-time award-winning industry leader, named a top marketer by Digital Marketer. She was in the film Millionaire Within Her, and she's been featured on many top podcasts and has almost always come back to repeat episodes and appearances due to her practical marketing advice, openness, and sense of humor. She's been called the affiliate marketing guru, the queen of affiliate marketing, and probably her most favorite nickname, the Lady Gaga of affiliate marketing. That's awesome. She's still not sure exactly what it means, but it feels awesome to be compared to a superstar. Amber is the co-founder of East Fifth Avenue, a world-class affiliate managing education and marketing company. And in the last few years, the agency has generated 80 million in front-end launch sales, generating over 8 million leads and over 8 figures a year for her clients. On the education side, East Fifth Avenue has trained over 500 companies in affiliate marketing and helped them generate over 320 million from their training methods. Amber is also the co-founder of Advanced Business Growth and the founder of Mimosa Mastermind, helping 7 to 9 figure entrepreneurs and brands increase their reach and revenue with relationships. Her entire world is this space. So Amber, welcome to the CO Alliance, and thank you for presenting.
Thank you. I'm stoked. I'm really excited to be here. I've heard so many cool things about the COO Alliance, and as a CEO, I have come to learn, deeply appreciate, and admire my COO on that side, which is Alona, and so many of the COOs I work with. So I know the value that you guys bring, and I think it's so cool that you've created an alliance just for them. You know, I think it's awesome. So I'm excited to be here, and I'm gonna go fast. Oh, hey guys. Oh, I love it. Awesome. Okay, cool. Hey. So I put this together specifically for you guys. I know that COOs care a lot about metrics and you know, how the visionary or how the CEO is actually going to implement it. So I tried to put a little bit more of that into that talk, and I'm going to go super fast. Normally I talk for an hour and then do Q&A. I'm going to try to wrap everything up in 30 minutes if I can, to leave things open for you. Can I just get a quick show of hands though for the room? Who's actually doing affiliate marketing right now in their business, or partnership marketing, whatever you want to call it? Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3-ish. Anybody else? Okay, I see a few. Okay, cool. So we've got a mix. All right, cool. This will work for everyone then. I'm going to go ahead and share screen. So can you see that?
Yep.
Yeah, all right, cool. So let me do slideshow. So let's talk about how partnerships work. I'm going to kind of root myself down first into my theory of affiliate marketing, which is a little bit different than most. So I want you to think of, for a moment, your best customers for your company, whatever they are, high ticket, low ticket, you know, the people that are like your target avatar, and then the people in your business that are your actual standout customers. Like for me, I know who some of those are. Fresh Press Olive Oil Club is one of my top clients. They buy absolutely everything that I do. Like they're absolutely amazing. They're so fun to work with. Like they're incredible people. They've spent well over 6 figures with me and growing. Or ClickBank, you know, they've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in consulting and sponsoring. They're some of my best clients. And so when you're thinking of affiliate marketing, what I'd like you to think about is that your affiliate partners are your internal customers. And I would argue that they are even more important in a lot of ways, especially if affiliate marketing is a big part of your business, that they're even more important than your actual customers, because they send you those customers in the first place, right? So every business needs somebody to send them customers, whether it's traffic on Facebook, whether it's referrals, whether it's whatever. So for me, I'd like us to root ourselves into this lens, which is my profitable partnerships are my internal customers, which my internal customers are my affiliate partners that send me clients, customers, leads, referrals. Because when you start looking at it from that lens, you start to look at things differently in your affiliate department. You're going to start thinking to yourself, if my affiliate partners are my internal customers, then the person that I want dealing with them have to be the people that are a good representation of the brand, that know our products through and through, that know how to negotiate, that have a high emotional IQ, you know, that are the most presentable, that are the most professional. Those are going to be the people that we want talking and working and growing our affiliate department because they are working with our internal customers. So that's one thing that's very different about me. And I think it's one of the reasons why our clients grow as much as they do, is we look at everything through that lens of looking at our affiliate partnerships as more than just a traffic channel. We look at them as a valued and important part of our business and growing our business. And so I always have technology issues. So how do we make, okay, so one thing I want to get kind of clear on is, what is partnership marketing? Because I get this question a lot, like, what's affiliate marketing, what's partnership marketing? They're all the same thing: performance marketing, referral marketing, influencer marketing, affiliate marketing, joint venture marketing, partnership marketing. They're all the same thing with some nuances, right? It's basically a transfer of trust. So partnership marketing is when one company, or like Cameron, has transferred his trust and his authority to me, and I'm holding the reins for the next 45 minutes, right? So he took your trust in the entire room, transferred his trust and authority, and that's the reason why you guys are actually listening to me instead of getting up and having water and chit-chatting amongst yourself. That's the same thing that's happening with your affiliate partners. They transfer their trust, their brand, their reputation, their authority to you by endorsing you. And for doing that endorsement, that traffic, that promotion, they get a cut of that revenue from that transfer. So for the purposes of this talk, I'm going to talk about business to business or even B2C in a certain way, but not really things like MLMs or your customer referral programs or your customer ambassador programs. So there's people that do that a lot better. My specialty is B2B, D2C kind of stuff. So I'm going to focus on that for this talk. Sorry, for some reason, this is not working, but we're going to make it work. So how do we make the most of our time? I saw some people do affiliate marketing. I saw some people don't. So because of that, what I want to do is I'm going to give you, at the end of kind of every concept, I'm going to give you what I would do if I were a beginner. And then if you are doing affiliate marketing, what I would recommend that you focus on in your business, because I think that's important. So why am I here? Cameron already talked about it, right? I've got a bunch of clients who've trained thousands of companies now over the last 6 years. We've generated millions of leads. I speak on stage everywhere. It's super fun. I'm speaking here now, which I think is the most fun because I rarely get to talk to COOs at this level in a room. I'm usually talking to one COO at a time that came with their CEO. So I think this is really cool. And I know that you guys are the implementers in your businesses. So I know that I'm talking to the crowd that can actually really get things done. And I find that really, really exciting. So a big question that I get often as well is, why should I work with partners in my business? My answer is always, it's because if you rely too heavily on one or two ways of acquiring customers, I think your business is kind of weak. And that's because if you're growing a lot on paid media, Facebook, YouTube, you're doing paid ads, at any moment, that algorithm could change. You could be out of compliance. Your accounts could be shut down, everything, right? And that makes me worried. Just like it makes me worried if I have a client that only gets customers through affiliate partners, because it shows me that they don't have another way of acquiring customers. And so they're in a shaky position. So what I like to do is see if it is a fit for you to do affiliate marketing. And I'm going to teach you why I think it's a really good thing to implement in your business. One, because it's recession proof. I didn't say that. Jay Abraham said that. And a bunch of other people have said it. It's not reliant on an algorithm. It's reliant on your relationship. So it does become recession proof. You're not paying upfront most of the time for the traffic. You're paying after the customer has been acquired and you have the money in your bank account. So it makes it a little bit easier than just running the credit card to make sure that your targeting's right and split testing a bunch of ads. Like, you usually don't pay for these things up front. You pay after you've collected the money. You develop a network that you can use to launch products, and you can test your audience. And these people that come from your referral partners, that came from a transfer of trust, they close at a higher rate and they usually stay on much longer, especially if you have recurring monthly revenue. So this is another important distinction. If they're closing at a higher rate, your leads close at a higher rate, your sales convert at a higher rate, and they stay on longer, then it is a much more valuable stream. Is it as scalable? No, I'll never tell you that it's scalable. What I will tell you is that I see companies doing this time and time again, 7 to 8 figures a year inside of their company. That's grown, that's consistent, that's, that's easy to do, that's fun, that's lucrative for them. And it covers payroll, and it's something that they know without a doubt that's never going away, because I'm never going to treat my internal customers or my affiliate partners poorly. So they're going to stay with my company for the long haul, because we have real relationships. It's a safety net. So if your ads slow down, they stop working, get kicked off, it's a safety net, right? So I just think it's important to think that through. I think a healthy amount of affiliate revenue in your company is anywhere between 25 and 40%. If we start going past 40%, I think we start to get into an unhealthy balance, and we should be looking at it. And I feel the same way for any sort of customer acquisition channel. By the way, it's not just this. And it really does work. It's working now. It's worked in the past. It's going to continue to work in the future. This is something that is growing at a rapid rate. If you look on LinkedIn right now, there's like 12,000 job openings for an affiliate manager, right? If you look at all the stats, performance marketing, partnership marketing boomed during COVID, and it's going to continue to boom. So this is just something that works and will continue to work and will continue to get even better. And it's working at this moment. One of my clients just told me that they did a $3 million docuseries on a COVID docuseries. They couldn't get this thing to work on YouTube. They were kicked off of Vimeo. They were kicked off of every major ad network because they were saying vaccines, they were saying COVID. And yet with a small handful of partners, less than 100 partners, they did over $3 million, and they added another, I think it was like 280,000 opt-ins to their email list, right? So no paid media, nothing. And this is happening every single day in this industry. What are profitable partnerships? Again, it's a transfer of trust, right? So you can either do B2B. So like if Grant Cardone or Cameron's saying that I'm amazing, you should buy my programs. He's got COO Alliance. I've got East Fifth Avenue. It's a B2B relationship. Same thing if I say, I own a keto offer and I recommend that you buy this green juice from Organifi, right? I'm the product owner recommending to my email list that they buy products from me D2C. So you can have a two-way type of relationship with people, it could be B2B, or you can have products that they send to their email list and you get that customer from them, right? Sorry, this technology is driving me crazy, but I think we're good. So who are your profitable partners? I mentioned this before, but I think it's important to mention it again, is that these are your internal customers. And if you think about them this way, I really do believe that you will treat them differently than you've treated them in the past. Because when I see people start to flip this lens on, they start getting really creative and they start thinking of ways to delight, surprise, and VIP white glove service their affiliate partners. And they make a lot more money when they do that. And they actively go out and increase their commissions on performance. They're talking to their partners all the time. They're doing masterminds with them. They're going to dinner with them and their families. Like, it's a very different type of viewpoint, and it's a long-term viewpoint, and it's worked really well for me over the years. We've built a multi-seven-figure business this way, and it's worked really well for my clients that have implemented this as well. So just thinking about them as your internal customers is going to make a big difference. And I again argue that they're worth more than your normal customers because they bring more customers with them, right? So they're just more valuable. And if you look at the types of businesses that you can work with, you can do like an influencer with an influencer, right? You can do an influencer to a D2C product. You can do a paid solo drop to your email. You can do a joint webinar. There's all kinds of ways of working with profitable partners. You can get on their podcast. You can speak at their events. You can do all kinds of things, right? With profitable partnerships. It doesn't have to look one way. It's whatever way it looks good to you. But the most important thing is, these are people that have a longer stick rate and they close at a higher level and they buy more things from you, usually because of that transfer of trust and authority. And this is a really important reason why I'm going to focus for 1 second on something that most people don't focus on, which is your affiliate manager. So whenever I see that some of my clients come in and their affiliate program is struggling or plateauing or having inconsistent revenue months, and we look at their actual offers and their offers have been optimized, everything's working, speed time is fast, their sales team is reaching out quickly, like everything's kind of working, but they still can't put their finger on it. A lot of times what most people won't talk about is that the weak link then is usually your affiliate manager, who is the salesperson in the driver's seat of your affiliate program, right? Sometimes what I see is that they're swamped with admin work. They're pulling reports, or they're figuring out what's going on with broken links, or they're collecting the W-9s, whatever it is that they're doing. A lot of times I'm seeing that if they're not hitting goal, they're not hitting quota, they are spending too much time doing admin work and not enough time on the phones talking to customers or potential customers, right? Which is a problem that I see in most sales positions. But in this one, this would be one of the first things that I look at is, what is my affiliate manager doing every single day? And is it an affiliate manager that's just doing affiliate management, or are they my project manager, my executive assistant, my affiliate partner, or my affiliate manager and 10 other things in the company? Well, if they're doing all those things, that's normal, but you're not going to be hitting the metrics that you need to be hitting in your affiliate program when they're juggling so many plates or doing too much admin. The other thing that I see is right person for the team, wrong seat in the bus. And what I mean by that is, if you think about your affiliate partners being your internal customers, you want the most experienced, highest emotional IQ, knows your product inside and out, knows how to deal with objections, right? Knows how to keep these people happy while still asking for traffic. So it's actually a very difficult position to got everything from Colby scores to Myers-Briggs to DIS to, you know, job posting ads, to all this stuff if you guys want to take a look at it. But like, this is where I see the weak point in a lot of businesses. Doesn't have good KPIs, doesn't have good scorecards, you know, is like great with people, but not great at closing business. This is not the right person for the job. And that's one of the reasons why your revenue is going to be on your offers. It's the right.
Amber? No, I guess on our end. Amber? Yeah, it's flipped off to the,
know what they're doing, their salespeople,
Amber,
high
Amber.
emotional intelligence, right?
Amber.
So if you're having,
It's just reconnecting on a new signal. I got the right signal now. So if I ran an IT company, don't hire me, okay?
okay.
Hey, Amber, can you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you rewind 60 seconds? Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi in the hotel is shit. So I had you tethered to my phone, and then I got a phone call,
Got it.
left the room, and it popped us back onto the hotel. So I'm now back.
Oh, you're totally fine.
Thanks.
You're totally fine. Yeah, what I was saying is, you know, what I see people doing for this hire is they're like, well, my person can pull reports, my person's good with talking to people, and my affiliate manager knows what my offers are. That's the bare minimum. That's like the most basic, that's the entry level requirement for the job. To really grow your affiliate program, you need someone who's super experienced in selling, or you need to fill in the gaps of their knowledge by enrolling them into some sort of program. We have that. I'm not saying that you have to, but I am saying that when I first started doing affiliate marketing, when I was an affiliate manager, I learned from my boss who learned on his own, and there wasn't really any clear, like, you know, there wasn't any curriculum, there wasn't any support. There's still very little of that, which is one of the reasons we've had as much success as we have. But the reason why I had as much success as I had, why I've done $20 million launches plus at a time, is because I am an experienced professional salesperson that started an agency, right? So that's the big difference between me and a lot of the affiliate partners. You know, I don't do it anymore, but like between me and other people I was competing against, between our agency and others, because we understand that this position at its core is a high ticket, like high white glove VIP service of sales and not project management. And I think that's a really important distinction here. And I will say as well that from our own business, we know that this drives big business. So we have an affiliate agency, we have an affiliate kind of training consulting academy and networking and masterminds and all that, including here more group coaching. And then we have another part of our business that we quietly do. And I think it's a really important part of our business that my business partner leads, which is we have our own offers. So we have an 8-figure company selling keto products, right? So we ship keto cookbooks, supplements, like all kinds of stuff out of that side of the business with another partnership. 100% of that is affiliates. Like we don't run on on networks, we don't run on Google, we don't buy anything like that. We literally do 100% through affiliates. We sell thousands of 28-day challenges through affiliates. Like, we're a referral only based business for the most part. We drive multi 7 figures a year. You know, we grew our traffic tribe, which is our monthly networking group for affiliate partners and managers that want to set up traffic deals. That does $100,000 a month in monthly recurring, all from partnerships, all from referrals, 100%. And we've seen this work too at scale. When we started training our other clients on how to do this, they've generated 340 million that we can track. I mean, that's just front end. I have no idea how many more millions that generates on the back end. So it can work, you know, for every niche, every industry. It's a referral based marketing thing more than it is anything else, because of that transfer of trust. I got a guy is something that's as old as time, right? Like, since they've been doing business, you had a guy that did stuff, and you get a percentage of that for sending that business over, right? So it can work for anybody. I've seen it work brick and mortar. I've helped a lot of brick and mortar companies implement stuff like this in their business. It works for online, right? Obviously, because we're talking a lot about that. Works for international, it works for local. It's just a change in targeting. It works for legal. It works for medical with some restrictions, right? Like, this stuff works. And it's just about kind of staying on top of it and knowing how it will work for your company and how much you're willing to invest to make it actually work. So the best affiliate programs focus on 3 pillars. And I'm going to kind of go through this fast because I want to leave time for talking, because I see we have like 23 minutes left. So we have the offer, the relationships, and the traffic. I'm going to break them into these 3 things. And I'll also give you guys this presentation too, Cameron. I'm happy to. That way you don't have to write as many notes down. You can just kind of look, but I'll give you all this stuff if you want it. So the offer, let's just assume the offer is amazing, right? Let's just assume your whatever your programs, protocols, services, whatever, let's just assume they're amazing and that they're high quality, right? So your offer could be anything: products, services, books, supplements, vitamins, anything that you sell and provide a service for. Your affiliate partners send traffic / customers through various ways. It could be an email list, it could be your review site, it could be their social media, it could be a podcast, it could be, you know, a flyer in your physical offices. I don't know what it is, right? But it's basically one company, one person, one influencer, one thought leader with influence pushing customers your way, or potential customers. So when that affiliate partner sells your offer, they usually get paid a commission percentage or a flat CPA, cost per acquisition. That's basically how it works. The better your offer converts, the better your market to message matches, the more money that you give to affiliate partners, et cetera, the higher it's going to convert and the more that people are going to want to promote it for you, right? And that's simple, basic stuff. So if you are just getting started with affiliate marketing, what I would tell you is spend a lot of time refining your offer. Make it so that when people promote you to your target audience, that it's converting, right? I don't care if it converts to people that aren't your audience. I want it to convert to people that are your audience, your core audience. So spend a lot of time making sure that everything's working in that funnel, that you have good retention, that your sales team is working, right? That when someone hits your VSL or your opt-in page, that they're opting in or buying. So this is a really important part of doing affiliate marketing, just like it is on your paid media, right? Like, you guys spend a ton of time on paid media. You look at this as that same type of channel. We're going to keep refining, optimizing it. When things get fatigued, we'll replace it. Uh-oh. It's not clicking anymore. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Oh, I went too fast. All right, so what makes a good offer? Because you guys are COOs, I wanted to put metrics in here because I know you guys really care about that. And so when people want to know what's a good offer, I just did some rough and dirty math. There's always outliers. So let me just clarify that there's always outliers. You might be like, well, Amber, I know somebody that does this. I'm talking about the average. Okay, I'm talking about most people. This is a good and quick, dirty rule of thumb. So if someone's promoting you via email, I want to see a high open and a high click-through rate on my emails. I want to make sure that the most amount of people are seeing it and the most amount of people are clicking through to my pages. If I'm on social, I want to see that a high number of people are engaging with that creative, because that's going to show me that I got a good market to message match, both of those things at top of funnel. If I'm pushing to an opt-in funnel, like an ebook or something like that, I want to see a high opt-in rate. That shows me that my affiliate partner has put a lot of energy and effort into making that funnel convert and to optimize it. So anything north of 50 is really good, right? So once those people opt in, I also want to see a high conversion rate from opt-in to sale. On average, about 2%. Anything north of 2% shows me it's a good conversion rate. Again, the one thing to note is that the higher the price point, the lower that conversion rate can be, right? So I don't expect a $20,000 package to convert at 2%, unless it's a super, super warm people, right? Unless it's maybe my internal audience because they bought from me before. If it's a webinar, it's a little bit different. I would say anything north of 25% is good. So webinars, masterclass, anything north of a 25% opt-in rate is good. Straight to sale funnel, it's a little bit different. You're not opting in, you're going direct to be able to purchase it. I think that a good rule of thumb is you can start really scaling it between 1.5% and 2% conversion. So if you're in that range, I would say that you have a real shot at really scaling this in a big way with your affiliate partners. And just know that as you scale it, your conversion rate will drop, just like it will on paid media, right? Like the bigger, the more people that promote it, you're going to get different types of people promoting it, different niches, different industries, the more that your conversion rate will likely fall. So just keep that in mind. And then for those of you that do affiliate marketing or that don't do affiliate marketing, a big pro tip that I want to give you is be willing to do prepays or email drops or guarantees for new partners, especially partners of size, because what's going to happen is they don't have a relationship with you. So when you come to them and you're like, hey, will you promote my offer as an affiliate partner? I think we have a similar avatar, blah, blah, blah. You're going to be way behind the list. You're going to be like last on their mind because they don't know you. They don't know how your offer performs. They know nothing about you. On average, these big affiliate partners, just to let you know, because we run an agency and we're on the back end of their affiliates they're getting between 150 to 300 requests for promotions a day of cold outreach. So you have to figure out a way to jump the line. You have to. And the way to do that is you can guarantee money. You can say, hey, on average, how much does it cost to do a sponsored post or an email drop? It's this. So you can jump the front of the line and get data faster, or you can jump to the front of the line with new partners by being willing to prepay or guarantee. You come to them and say, hey, I guarantee you, $20 per million, or I guarantee you $1 per click, or I guarantee you whatever, right? So something that you can support with your numbers. But this is a really good tip that most people don't do, and they get frustrated because they're not getting data fast enough. If you're not getting data fast enough from affiliates, you can spend a little bit more money to make that like frictionless. So the best part of affiliate marketing is relationships. That's my favorite. That's why I like hanging out with Cameron. The bigger your network of affiliate partners, the bigger your reach and the more money you'll make from it. That being said, quality over quantity still matters. I'd much rather have 20 of my top affiliate partners that are players in the game promoting me than 2,000 affiliate partners. I want the most experienced people that are getting the most amount of new customers into their business every single month, that know what they're doing, that are experienced to send me traffic. I have less concern over the size of my affiliate program than I do over the quality of it. And I think that's the direction that we're heading to anyways in this industry. Is I think we're heading towards, the days of you being able to promote 15 different types of sugar bear gummies is like in the past. People are still doing it, but that's not the future. And it's dying every single day because consumers are getting much more intelligent about what they're seeing on these third-party offers. So if you're new, what I would say is set up calls with people in this group. You've got a great group of people here, even if on the surface it doesn't make sense. Look for who you each serve. So if you look at who your ideal client avatar is, go find people in this group that also serve that similar avatar, or figure out who your like perfect avatar is and go find people like that in your network. Maybe not here, but in your network. That's what Brendan Bouchard did with his Power of 8 many, many years ago. Before he was a New York Times bestselling author, he coined this. He did with JJ Virgin and a bunch of our other friends. For an entire year, the 8 of them, if they got on a podcast, he said, hey, here's 7 other people that can get on a podcast with you, right? If he spoke on stage, he was speaking on one of his Power of 8 people stages. Like if he was setting up referral programs or sponsoring launches, it was one of his 7 other people. And you can do that. And I see this working in groups all the time. And you can certainly do that, I'm sure, in this group. For the experienced people, what I would recommend for relationships is do a yearly relationship audit. I would look at minimum your top 20 partners. And what I'd be doing is looking for patterns. So who stopped promoting as hard as they normally do, who fell off, who ghosted, who's a standout new person in our top 20. Is our affiliate program growing at a faster rate or slower rate than last year? What happened? Why? What can we do to improve it? What can we do to throw gasoline on it? But the upper level management has to do this with the affiliate manager or with the affiliate team, because you guys are going to know like what's really important for them, right? Like most of them cannot look at this objectively and make decisions. So I would definitely make sure that you do this once a year with at least your top 20 partners, if not your top 50. And then you can figure out after that how to find more people like these top affiliates and figure out where they actually are, so you can get proximity to them. So when you say traffic, what do you mean? People ask me all the time, you say affiliate traffic, what does that mean? It's when your partner promotes you, transfers trust to you, you're getting impressions, clicks, ops, and sales, et cetera, right? So you're getting all these things and come in a bunch of different ways: email traffic, SEO review, coupon code traffic, podcast traffic, social media traffic, referrals from one company to another, affiliate traffic from networks like ClickBank or Digistore or anything like that, paid media traffic as well. You can't, if your offer converts high enough, some really great media buyers will pick up your offer and act as affiliates for you on these paid networks, which is pretty crazy. Some of the best people, like our partnership with Brad Howard, they're doing that right now with research. They did $100 million last year between March and December, all on affiliates, and their offer converted well enough that a bunch of these affiliate partners are running Facebook ads on their own credit cards and native ads to promote it for a cut of that revenue. So it works. It happens all the time. What's the future? I'm just going to leave you with this because I think it's important. I think the future is vertical integration. So going deeper with your top partners, not wide, doubling down on what's working and figuring out how to work with them on the multiple different touch points of their customer touch points. So you can think of it as, instead of just doing like a solo email blast, I'm also going to create a blog post with them and pay for that. I'm also going to do Instagram lives and reels. I'm going to do TikTok videos with them. I'm going to support their launches once a year. I'm going to go way deeper. I'm going to be a podcast guest. I'm going to sponsor the podcast. I'm going to speak and sponsor at their live event. I'm going to do a joint webinar. I'm going to do more than just ask them to do one thing, right? I'm going to get into their upsell flow. This is one thing that most people don't think through, which is, how can I get traffic from my partners every single day? Well, you can do that by getting into their upsell flow, especially if they get good traffic, by getting into their thank you pages, by getting into their autoresponder flow, by getting them to push customers through their ascension ladder to you. There's just so many cool things that you can be doing, and most people are not thinking this far in advance, but I know that this is the future, just because consumers are getting smarter and smarter. So I know this works. Again, just to give you a couple little like quick little case studies of things that I've actually done. So these are things I've actually had my hands on. This is not, things that we outsource. This is what I've actually done. So we did 593,000 emails in a 30-day period for a thyroid documentary that went on to do about $3 million and created a #1 New York Times bestseller from that list. We got 1.2 million names from a single proven launch of a cancer offer that was optimized and went on to do $45 million in 2 years from that. We generated an average of 14,000 emails a month for a client, get a 21% conversion rate on a $500 offer, right? So this guy just kept blowing it up. We generated 57,000 names through a business coaching summit that did over $1 million in long tail revenue. And on our keto resource page, I told you all we do is use affiliate partners. We don't run on paid media. We added an email component to it where we said, hey, if you don't want to get the physical cookbooks, go ahead and enter in your email address for a watermarked digital copy of one of our books. So now we have an active email list of over 500,000 leads, and we make anywhere between $30,000 and $70,000 a week from that. So it really does work, and it's all from partnerships. I think I'm done here almost, because I think this little clicker's not working. Okay, so just quick things. If you like this training, feel free to email me and tell me that you loved it and what you implemented, or if you try this stuff and 10 months from now, you send me an email, I'm gonna be super pumped. If you need any help doing any of this stuff, we recruit affiliate managers, find them for you, hire them. We can plug you into our network of affiliate partners. We've got over 5,000 of them. If you need help, you want to put your affiliate manager into any trainings, we can do all of that. Just reach out to me. But there is a free gift, not to just give you stuff you don't need, but we created a comprehensive guide that we give to some of our top clients. It's actually really, really valuable. You can calculate EPC on it. You can run it by your affiliate manager and see if they're doing certain of the deal making strategies, all that stuff. So if you want that, let me know. And I am good now. I'm going to stop sharing with you guys and see if you have any questions.
That was solid.
Cool. Good. I'm glad you like it. Cool.
I was like scribbling notes down on the agenda, so I have to read off this for the rest of the afternoon, but I've got like 14 different notes there. Who's got some questions for Amber? Start, Julia.
So one of the things you mentioned was that you see a lot of affiliate managers who are too deep in admin work. So to you, what would you say is an ideal then a split of that work? Say if you don't have capacity to hire someone who's just an affiliate admin, role.
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say that you can get away with 50-50. But what I would recommend is eventually if you can get somebody from the Philippines or Colombia or, or something like that, where what they're doing is they're taking over the most tedious parts of their job on the admin. So it takes a really long time to pull reports. It takes, you have to remember to send out email links or promotions or whatever to the people who agreed to do it. Somebody needs to check on the affiliate partners and see if they actually promoted it when they said they would. Someone needs to go into their stats and dig them out and see what the conversion rate was, right? So these kinds of tasks, you can hire someone really cheaply to do it. And that will enable you to have your affiliate manager spend a lot more time doing new business development, making phone calls, talking to your current affiliate partners and asking if they could do 25% more, how, that kind of stuff. But if you can only have one, I'd say 50-50 max. As soon as you start to creep into past a 50-50, I think you start to have somebody that's an overpaid admin person than a salesperson.
I agree. I agree, by the way, that it needs to get done. But when you got a highly paid, highly skilled person, for sure, they can manage a $6 an hour person to do the
Right.
admin out of the Philippines, and then they can still work on the critical stuff, right? Yeah. So they can manage it so it gets done, but don't let them do it. I've actually got Meredith, my EA, hiring a EA to do stuff for her because Meredith's 40 bucks an hour. She's 80 grand a year, right, plus. Why is she doing $6 an hour tasks? She was worried that I didn't have enough stuff for her. I'm like, fuck, I can keep your plate very full.
Yeah, exactly. And they can do a bunch of stuff, with that $6 an hour. Like they can tee up a lot of great stuff. They can be scraping LinkedIn for potential people and reaching out and, seeing if they can set up calls with the affiliate manager. They can do so many things. They can scrape Facebook pages. They can do so much more than just reporting. Like they can actually be helpful. Like if you send your affiliate manager to an event, they can see if they can get the attendee list and start scraping it and seeing who would be a good fit to set up meetings with before the event, right? They can set up dinners with top partners during the event. There's just so many things they could be doing that could really propel your affiliate manager forward that will not take up a lot of their time.
Right. Cody.
Yeah.
So this was awesome. I have hired and fired 3 affiliate managers over the last year, and it made me want to pull my hair out to not even hiring another one and just pass to one of our salespeople. So what does the process look like with you guys for hiring or helping, source and recruit an affiliate manager? And, what is the training look like on that? Just because I really don't want to do it again to myself.
Yeah, it can be somewhat of a nightmare. So we actually just rolled out the service about 6 months ago. We have not been able to take a break. It's been nonstop because of the experience that you had, and people just being frustrated with who they hired. So the first step is to do an in-depth questionnaire with you and talk to you on the phone about what you're looking for, what you hated about the last ones, how big your company is, what they're going to be promoting, salary range, culture fit, all that. And then we run ads on absolutely everything, including our internal network. So Indeed, Monster, everything but Craigslist. Craigslist has not been very good unless you want someone local. So we could do that. We also have our own internal network. So I've got about 60 highly
ridiculous. Oh. No, it's switching back over to the Royal Palms again.
List of super experienced people, over 60 of them already. On average, just so you know, we're going through about 2,000 different applications per position. Like people want to work, but many of them are not qualified. And so we'll go through that whole process with you, and then we'll get them down to about 100 different potential people. We'll run them through the Colby score. We'll run them through your culture fit if you have, one of those indexes, and then we'll spit out 3 different candidates that we think will be a great fit for you. You'll decide on 1 or 2 of them. We can put up to 2 of them through our training programs. And after you pick them, they can stay for 90 days. If they leave any time in those 90 days, we start the process over for you. And essentially, once they're hired, you train them on your stuff. We'll help you set up the SOPs and KPIs for them. And then we'll meet with them once a week in group coaching and look at their scorecards and their KPIs and be like, okay, where are you? You know, you said that you're going to be here. I see that you're not. So what is our plan to get here? And then you'll get regular reports for 4 months is how it works.
It's a fucking solid process.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may get some
Yeah.
phone calls.
I'm happy to.
I had a question, like if you're starting from
Yeah.
scratch, we're B2B, we don't do any affiliate marketing right now. You know, what kind of budget would you be, you know, when I go back talking to our CFO, should we be thinking about to do this right?
It's a good question.
His CFO,
I-
you know, Allie, Alexis Neely, Allie Shanty.
oh, okay, yeah.
That's,
Okay, I
that's,
know her.
that's Andrew's CEO.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. So she does the like is it still like wills and like
Yeah.
yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got so much goodwill in the industry, man. She's just so well liked.
Yeah.
What I would say is I would take your best performing program or offer, whatever that is, like however you're growing it now, whatever that best standout one. Usually everyone has a standout, right? One of the things that everybody wants to buy from them. So I would take that and then I would talk to her and say, hey, who do you think would be a good fit to promote this in your group of friends? Because all her friends have email lists for the most part. Right. So can we test this? And what you want to figure out is, am I giving enough away? The goal with your affiliate partners is not to give as little away as you can. That's not the goal, because you have to remember that they have 100 different options of who to promote over you.
Right.
The goal is to give them as much as you can so that they keep promoting you and your offers, right? Because you're going to spend a lot more long-term on Facebook because you have to warm them up.
Right.
Even if you acquire them at a lower cost, you're going to spend a lot more time, energy, and effort trying to get them across the finish line because you don't have that trust transfer. So one person that comes to mind, she's really close to JJ Virgin, or people like that. I don't know if she's an EO, but EO would be a good one. But you need to figure out what's the thing you want people to promote. How are you going to track it? Spreadsheet's not enough. We need to have some way of tracking it accurately. And then 2, how much are we going to give affiliate partners? You can go back to the slide that I gave you and check it, test it out first. You can offer them, hey, can I do a prepay? What do you normally get from your email list? What do you normally charge to do a joint webinar? Let's pay that just because we're testing. That's what we're looking for. And then you compare that, how it converted to the offer sheet that I showed you, and you see, am I in the range or not? And you can always talk to me and ask me, hey, this is what I'm thinking about giving a commission. Is it too much or not enough? Because that's one thing that we audit a lot. If things look good on the surface, the affiliate manager's good, the offers are good, they're growing on paid, but something's not working, then we usually know it has to do with the structure of the offer or of the compensation plan. Maybe it's not an industry best practice.
Wonderful. Thanks, Amber.
Of course.
I have 2 questions. One is, what is the Colby that you look for an affiliate manager? And then also, have you found podcast sponsorships to work for coaching programs or consultants versus I feel like a lot of the podcasts I hear are deodorant. It's like a
Yeah.
We just started trying it and haven't had great results. And we're spending a lot of money on it. So just try that in our industry.
Yeah. I have found that podcasts work really well for me and my clients. But where I found they work best is when I'm a guest and we sponsor, or when our client is a guest and they sponsor. And also you have to have some way of tracking it, right? Like one of the challenges is that if you don't have codes or tracking set up or something, you have no idea if these podcasts are really working or not. When you don't feel like you're getting your money's worth, a lot of times it could be because you maybe picked the wrong podcast. And that would be something that I talk to the sponsors about, is who listens to this? And really listen for yourself. If deodorant ads are running, right? If they're sponsoring and they keep renewing, that means they made money from that. So what I would be doing is looking for sponsors of podcasts that are similar to you that keep running. That would make sense to me, because then I'd be if they're renewing or you keep hearing it, it's usually because it's working.
Got it. And then what about the Colby?
Yeah, Colby, what I can tell you is that's my business partners, Will House, she did all of the Myers-Briggs, Colby, everything. The thing that I know to be true is that we want somebody that's a higher quick start. So not too high where they'll break systems. And I know it's probably going to drive, some people nuts, but like, you don't want your affiliate manager to be so caught up in every intricate detail of the business that it takes them 3 months to feel confident enough to pick up the phone. So we need to have somebody that's a high quick start, not too high. As a 7 and 8 is where kind of you want to be, and then a little bit of a lower fact finder or the two things that stand out to me. But if you email me, we have all the breakdowns of all the reports and all the things that we're doing. Like I said, we look through 100 of the top and the worst performing affiliate managers in the industry to get the Colby score. We tried Myers-Briggs, we tried DISC, we tried a bunch of ones. The only thing that gave us accuracy was Colby, and I'm happy we have a whole thing that's totally free. I'll just send it over to you guys if you want. Yeah, of course.
Other questions?
Yeah.
I just said one more. As far as what you're compensating the affiliate managers, do you typically suggest doing just salary, or you salary plus commission based on the performance of the affiliates that they're bringing in? So one of the things we were having a challenge of is we had some past affiliates that were crushing it. We brought in the affiliate manager and they were already crushing it. So just trying to figure out how do we properly incentivize them to drive the growth, but actually make sure it's them affecting the growth that's happening.
That's such a great question. I also have like it's a paid webinar, but I'll give it to you guys for free, where I went through and kind of broke down how much you should be paying the people, which is updated by these current industry standards. So inflation has caused a lot of these salaries to go up as we're doing all this recruiting and hiring. We're seeing that. But what I would say is I never want to have a salesperson that's just going to sit there and get paid salary and not be hungry enough to go out and get commission. So I like having like a good base, and I can send you the webinar that we have and all the slides for that thing I just did, because it'll show you, here's how much to pay an entry level person. Here's how much to pay somebody with sales experience, but no affiliate manager experience. Here's how much to pay like a superstar. Here are the benefits they're going to ask for. Here's the range, right? Like that whole thing. But I would say that you need to know that, because if you're hiring people in this current climate, you need to know what the base pay is so that you know if you're above, on target, or below it, right? I think the other thing is it's really challenging when you're trying to separate out your current affiliates from your new affiliates, because you need somebody to keep their eye on your current ones. It's much easier to retain the current ones and to grow the current ones than it is to go out and create a new relationship, and you have no idea how they're going to perform, no idea the volume they can bring. So what you can do is you can pay your affiliate manager a little bit less commission on those established relationships on the threshold that they're currently at. So let's say they're doing $1 million a year. You can pay them maybe 1% on top of that instead of 5% or whatever you end up deciding to manage the current ones. And anything over $1 million, you're going to pay them that percentage. But where I see most people get stuck is they don't want to pay them anything on these affiliate partners that they've always had, but yet they're also taking up a ton of their time managing those current partners as well. So there has to be a give somewhere, right? There has to be a give. If you want them to manage the current ones that are making money, you got to pay them a little bit on it. And then you can pay them more on the new ones that they bring in.
Okay, Amber, we got time for one more quick question from Bella.
Cool. What's up?
You said that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Do you mean that literally like that you'll get good affiliates on your internal customers? So like our best clients, we should be reaching out to them, or are you talking about like that's our avatar?
What I mean by that is like your best customers, they get the most attention, right? They get the most energy and attention from your team. They should, right? Because they are buying at the highest rate and staying on longest. I want you to take that same energy and effort that you put and care and thought that you put onto your best customers, to your best affiliate partners. And I call them your internal customers because they bring a ton of customers with them. Your current customers could, in theory, become affiliate partners of yours, but I would have to dig into your business a little bit and see what you do. Certainly if you're B2B or you're working with executives, yes. If it's like like a D2C product, maybe not. I wouldn't recommend it. That would be more of like an ambassador program.
We totally knew we needed to bring you here for 2 days. Amber, you're amazing. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Of course.